We now welcome in Josiah Persinger to the program, a defensive back from Salem, Virginia, just committed to JMU in recent days. So thanks for coming on, man.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, we're excited to have you on. I guess for starters, why JMU? You had some pretty impressive offers from the group of five, and then also Wake Forest was recruiting you pretty heavily. What was it about JMU that made you want to play there?
Definitely I would say when I went on like a bunch of trips and a bunch of visits and everything. But when I came to the official visit for JMU, it really felt like home. I mean, they was treating us like family. I mean, everything like that. And it was like I saw it was like a great place all around. So me and my mom, we talked, my family, we talked, and I was like, let's go settle down with JMU because it felt like home to us. So I mean, that's kind of how it went.
Awesome. That makes a ton of sense. Salem obviously has a really impressive football history. Chauncey Logan, who's currently an important cornerback for the Dukes, plays for JMU and played at Salem. Do you know a lot about Chauncey? Was he sort of in your ear during the recruitment? What was that like?
Oh yeah, most definitely. I knew Chauncey since like a while ago. I mean, my freshman year I played, and then just going throughout like the program, I was close with his brother and everything, so I'm kind of close with his family. So
Awesome. Did he to help sort of sell JMU at all, or is he just sort of letting you go through the process?
I mean, yeah, most definitely.
That makes sense. I was curious too because I know Salem obviously has the football tradition, but you and a few other guys have really helped the track team kind of blow up the
Mhm.
last couple of years. I think you guys were like the fastest 4x200 relay team in the country.
Oh yeah.
When did you get involved in track and what's that been like to sort of help the high school program rise?
So I started track during like COVID season, so during like middle school,
Hmm.
but I didn't really run that much. And then my freshman year, I kind of took track serious. So I was like the number two fastest freshman in the nation. Went to New York at Ocean Breeze, and then we ran the 4x2 there. We was in like a emerging elite
Hmm.
league, so we wasn't in the champion league. But my sophomore year, we turned up a lot, and we had like a lot of individuals who was like determined to win. So we took it seriously, and then we went to the Armory up in New York, and then we kind of just it was like we gotta make a statement for Salem. We gotta bring them on the map, try to bring them on the map and everything. So I mean, we just went there, had fun, we did our thing. So I mean, it was great.
Yeah, you guys could fly. What's your favorite individual race? Do you like sort of the 100, 200, something lower than that? I know you're pretty good at like 55 meters as well.
Most definitely the 100. The 100 pretty
Yeah,
fun, but I just gotta, for me, I gotta fix my block. My block's not the best all the time, but
gotcha. How does the speed help on the football field? I imagine as a corner or defensive back, it's pretty valuable if you've got elite track speed, if maybe you fall behind a receiver or something like that.
oh yeah, most definitely. So like having like makeup speed is like kind of important when you got speed like that. And then just staying with the wide receiver at all times is and then when you fast like that, you can kind of like you have a little separation, but you don't want too much separation with the wide receiver.
Right. That makes sense. Are there times especially in high school where you're trying to give a guy a little separation, knowing you can make it up and try to bait quarterbacks into things? How do you balance that?
So like if we're doing like short routes or like if they run like a curl or maybe like a comeback or something like that, I like to bait the quarterback by just like making him making think that I'm looking at him, and then he like quarterbacks have like three drop back, so like I'm kind of reading that as I'm backpedaling my slow backpedal. So I mean, it's just kind of like all like a game. It just depends on how you play it.
For sure. Coaches during the recruiting process, I imagine they're pretty impressed by the speed. What was that like to go through the process? And then how valuable was your speed when coaches were talking to you about your interest?
So going through the process, I kind of went to camps a lot my junior year. I
Yeah.
didn't really go my senior year. So like I go to Tech, I go to Wake Forest camp, and there was like every camp I went to, they was like, oh, he got blazing speed because my 40. And then I don't know, that was like my thing kind of because I know I had speed and it caught a lot of coaches' attention, especially when I ran at 10.5. A lot of coaches was hitting me up after that. And then um, I would say having speed helps a lot during the process. So I mean, it grabs a lot of coaches' attention because you can't teach speed really. So
Right. Right. That's definitely something you can't coach. 10.5 in the 100 meters. What's your 40 time these days? I'm sure you test that out sometimes.
So I haven't run a 40 in a little minute,
Okay.
but I'll probably say my junior year. I don't know where I ran. I ran like a 4.4 at the camps, but I don't. I would have to pull it up, look back at it.
That's pretty impressive. The 10.5 and the 100 meters is obviously really, really impressive. You mentioned starting taking track more seriously, sort of, I guess, a couple of years ago. What was
hmm
it first like when you started running in the 100 meters? And I guess how quickly did you get it down to where you are now?
So my freshman year, I was running like 11 flats
Hmm.
constantly, and I was like, "Dang, bro, I got to make a change at least." And then running with, pretty sure everybody knows Peyton Lewis. So when I was running with him, I'm like, it was like great competition. And I was like, oh, I gotta get myself faster so I can compete with him. So just running with him during practices and everything like that got me a lot better and developed me a lot more. So I mean, it kind of changed, and then I just kind of took off. So.
Awesome. Going back to your visits, you mentioned JMU sort of feeling like a family and feeling like home. I think you visited about a month ago now. What was that official visit like, and how did it sort of compare to some of the other schools you had visited?
So what really stood out about me was when they really took care of my family
Hmm.
and how ongoing and like keeping them in the loop of things. And then I was like, and my mom, she was real happy about JMU. So I love it too. As soon as I stepped in the hotel, the coaches, everybody showing love. It was just a great experience. And then the official visit was great, man. I loved
Hmm.
it. And then my family loved it. My mom, my sister loved it. And then it was just great overall for real.
Awesome. And then I know you're listed as a defensive back. Do you have an idea of which position specifically you sort of hope to play at the college level?
Most definitely cornerback.
Gotcha. I'll ask pretty much everybody we talk to, the recruits, but I love to ask the defensive backs. Are you a guy when you're having a great game or you're going one-on-one against a receiver? Are you a trash talker or are you more of a sort of work in silent, silent assassin type?
I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't really talk that much trash
Okay.
because like I'm humble, so like I just kind of let the actions speak louder than the words. So I mean, I'm not really that much of a trash talker. I mean, if you say something to me, I might just look at you and laugh and giggle, like
Mhm.
shake it off. But I'm not gonna really talk trash. That's not really who I am.
Gotcha. You might be one of the first defensive backs we've had that have been the recent recruiting classes that have said that, but that's good stuff. Awesome. Yeah, I think that's all I've got, but thanks for taking the time. Good luck with I guess what you got your senior season coming up.
Yes, sir.
Good luck with that. And are you still running track or are you going to be an early enrollee? Is that sort of decided?
So I was thinking about enrolling early, but I think I'm just gonna finish out the year with my guys and just spend some
Yeah.
more time. So I mean, I think I'm just gonna finish the school year out.
Awesome. Awesome. Well, thanks for your time and good luck with your final season, both with track and football.
Yes, sir. Thank you for having me.